Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim and Akwaf that might be listening to this lesson. This is your brother Abad Yabah, coming through with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the title of my lesson is We Cannot Be Hypocrites. Now, hypocrisy is defined as pretending to be what one is not or to believe what one does not. Behavior that contradicts what one claims to believe or feel. So that cannot be us in this truth. We cannot be pretenders. This is not something that we can pretend to do. This is a faith walk. This is a journey built upon trust and belief and faith in what we're doing. And you can't pretend this and be productive or be fruitful in it. More often than not, you're not gonna do this with truth and sincerity. You're gonna fill squares and you're just gonna go about it as if it's not important to you. You're not gonna put Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai first. You're just gonna go through the motions. And that's not something that we can do. We cannot be hypocrites. We cannot preach one thing and do another. We cannot say one thing and do another. This is not about us anyway. It's about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai getting the honor, glory, and praise which he deserves. And he's using us as vessels. So the main thing about it is that we can't do this for our own selves. We're doing this so that our Father will get the glory, honor, and praise in it. So therefore, if we're pretending, then it's going to show, and no one's going to believe what we're saying, what we're preaching. And therefore, how can they really come into this truth if you got pretenders bringing forth the word? So this is not about what you think, what you believe, if you don't truly believe the word itself, and then try to make it to where it seems like you believe when you come across someone that needs this word. It's never been about us. It's always been about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we must portray that in all honesty and truth and sincerity when we're around these non-believers. We have a gift that when it all comes down to it, many are going to wish that they had in these latter days, because the faith that we have, the blessings that we've been given because of our faith, is going to be something that we can utilize when the trouble comes. And we all know that the trials and tribulations that we already deal with, it takes faith for that. So we can't pretend, faith without works is dead. So we cannot do this and not do it wholeheartedly and not truly believe with our whole heart. We have to do this knowing that this is real, knowing that this is something that the prophecies are coming to fruition. We cannot deny this truth, but we can be denied if we're pretending that we believe and we don't. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get into my lesson, and I'm going to start off with basically what I was talking about it in the beginning. Who is teaching? And whoever is teaching, whether it's to us or us ourselves, has to be a true believer and cannot be a deceiver nor a pretender. Because Matthew 7:15 reads, it says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." So the way we come to those that don't believe are even as we came into this truth, it has to be from the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that gives us the word, and that gives those that taught us the word for us to come in. We can't be out here as seekers of ourselves, leaning to our own understanding and expect people to gravitate to that word, because that is a word from us. That is not a word from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we have to make sure that we're trying the spirit by the spirit when it comes to those that are teaching us, as well as us being, teachers of, the world. And the world meaning those that are non-believers, those that may be, ones that need to be sealed, or ones that maybe not. But the thing about it is we can't pick that. We're just told to do a work, and we just have to be productive in doing so. And like I said, with pretending, we have to follow the commandments as well. If we want to say that we love Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but we don't keep the commandments, how is that true? How is that real? We're pretending if we're saying it, but we're not doing it. 1 John 2:4 reads, it says, "He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him." We don't want to be called a liar when it comes to the end of this race, of this journey. We want to be told that we've done a job well done. So in doing so, we have to keep the commandments. We can't say that we're in this truth and not keep the commandments. The commandments is a vital part of this truth. If we're out here eating shrimp, if we're out here killing people, if we're out here stealing, if we're out here, coveting other people's things, wives, etc., then how are we truly in this truth and have belief and honor Yahweh Shem Yahushua if we're doing things contrary to what he said and left for us to do? So we can't be hypocrites. We can't preach something and do something totally contrary to what we're preaching and teaching. We also have to have love for one another. And if there is any, misunderstandings, if there's anything between us, we have to clear it up. Because we can't say that we believe in this truth and have hate for a fellow believer. I say this because 1 John 4:20 reads, it says, "If a man say, I love Yahweh, and hateth his brother, he is a liar." Once again, for he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he hath not seen? So if we're out here hating our brother, discouraging our brother, upset with our brother about, things of this world, spending more time trying to slander somebody's name or coming against our brother who we see, how can we truly say that we love Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which has put us, as men to be his vessels to use to get this word out? Now, everybody is not on actually preaching and teaching the true doctrine. So they have to be believers. Believers in the word, believers in this truth, and believers in the right doctrine when it says that, a fellow believer. Because everybody that says, that they believe is not a true believer. Like I said before, you have to try the spirit by the spirit. Because some of try to be deceptive and be agents. They could be someone that are really against you and really trying to harm you, but in order to get to knowing your ways and how to get close to you, they're going to act as if they like the same things, they're into the same things. So therefore, we have to know who we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So they have to be true believers when they're amongst us. You know what I'm saying? When we're fellowshipping with one another, you have to be able to know who's a true brother and who's not, because it's important, you know, as to live and be in this walk. You have to know who you're surrounding yourself with. Everybody's not, you know, everybody's not wanting, you know, to walk in this faith, walk in this belief, and trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We know by how Yahushua had to deal with his disciples, the followers that was with him. Judas was amongst him, and most of all, you know, Judas held on to the money. So he was one of the ones they had to truly trust, because he held on to the money that was allowing them to do and go places and be able to do the things that they. So he was one of the ones that was truly should have been trusted, but he was not. Not saying that Yahushua didn't know this already, because he did, but he had to keep him close to him because the prophecy had to be fulfilled. He could have easily not let Judas be one of his disciples, because he knew already what was going to happen. But in order for the prophecy to be fulfilled, he had to get him to be close to him. But I'm kind of straying from the point, but I am staying on the point by saying that we have to be mindful who we're not Yahushua. So we are followers, we're disciples. So we have to make sure that we're doing the right things, that we're being mindful, that we're being circumspect, that we're trying the spirit by the spirit, that we're being discerning when it comes to those that are around us, and knowing that, you know, we have to be in a certain mindset. We have to be in a certain, you know, way in order to be in this truth. And it's not something that anybody can do. That's why we should also respect it and honor it. You know what I'm saying? And know that it's a blessing to us and our families if we have families. It's not for everybody. That brings me to 2 Timothy 3:5. When it reads, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. So, like I said, you have to have that discerning spirit. You have to be circumspect, because there's going to be some that's going to have a form of godliness, but they're not going to truly and wholeheartedly believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're going to just do enough to where they can try to intermingle with the true believers. So we have to be mindful of that as we go through our journey. We have to know who to be amongst the brotherhood and who not. But it's most of all us doing this work. And if we're doing this work in truth and sincerity and spirit and truth, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to take care of us. He's going to protect us anyway. So we don't have to worry, doubt, or fear what's to happen. Everything that's going to happen it's all been written anyway. But we still have to use what he's given us, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he's given us in order for us to be in this walk. We cannot be pretending when it comes to this walk. We have to do it to the best of our ability, because we're doing this unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua anyway. And everything that we do unto him, we have to give him our best. So with this, we definitely have to make sure that it's spirit-led and spirit-driven. And that brings me to Matthew 6:1. We're not doing this to be seen. We're not doing this work, to be popular or for someone to have all eyes on us. We're doing this so that Yahweh Shem Yahshua can get the glory. And we're not pretending to be in this so that we can get something out of it. We're going to get salvation out of it. We're going to get rulership in the kingdom out of it. But right now, it's not about us. What it's about is doing what we've been purposed to do. So Matthew 6:1, let me go back to that. It reads, it says, take heed that ye do not your alms before men. So we're not doing things, we're not bringing forth alms or helping out people just so someone can see us. Like it says to be seen of them, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. So the things that we do, the good deeds that we do, whether it's helping out someone, that might need, some money, might need some food, might need water, whatever the case may be. As we do unto the prophets, we might bring them water, whatever the case may be. When on the highways and byways, if we see someone preaching and teaching, we might bring them something. But we're not doing it to where we're doing it in front of everybody trying to be seen. We try to, if you're going to do it before they even get out and get into their preaching and teaching. It's not about being seen by the world. We're not supposed to do that. That's not of us. We want to make sure Yahweh Shem Yahushua gets the glory out of everything that we do. It's not for us to be put on display. It's not for people to say, oh, I know him because he did this for such and such. No. Yahweh Shem Yahushua did it all. And he should always get the glory. That's why we always say, call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Kakadash, because that's where all the praise goes to. It's not about us. It's all about this truth. It's all about sealing the elect. It's all about doing the work every day, trying to get better. One of the Akim did a lesson on putting forth the effort. We have to put forth the effort in order to get this done. And we can't half-ass do it. We can't be pretenders doing it. And we cannot ultimately be hypocrites, saying that we are truly in this, to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua when it's about us, when it's about, trying to be, put in a category by the world, or have the world think that we're something special, or have the world thinking that, he's so amazing, he's so awesome. It's not about us. It's about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because when it all boils down to it, who you are, how you are, and what you're doing this for is going to be revealed. It's coming to that time. Luke 12:2 reads, it says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So with that scripture, it lets you know that how you're going about your business, you're not hiding it from anybody. You're not hiding it from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because it's going to be revealed. Ultimately, you can't continue to hide who you are in this truth. You can't continue to be, a sluggard and then thinking that, someone is going to believe you to be red hot in the truth when you're not. Who you are is going to be revealed. So, once again, we cannot be hypocrites. We cannot be pretenders in this. We have to make sure that what we're doing, that we truly have faith and belief in, and that it's all about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, I pray that all that were listening were edified. And once again, all praise goes to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Kakadash for this lesson. And until the next one, Shalom.